but you see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. You are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died, but you see more than I. And you're a star in the face of the sky. Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red taillights heading for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. God, it looks like Daniel. Must be the clouds in my eyes. Oh God, it looks like Daniel. Must be the clouds in my eyes. That was Daniel by Elton John, or Sir Elton, if you'd prefer. I played it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us in person. Now in just a minute, I'm going to do a tutorial of what I just played, together with a slow motion close-up play-along that you might find helpful. But I want to note, first off, there are 2 pages in the song sheet. The second page is much simpler, and I will go over how to play this song in a much simpler way than I just played it. But then also, hey, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want hundreds more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each one with its own video tutorial and play along, just like this one, check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. Okay, now I'm going to go over the easy stuff first, then the fingerstyle, then we'll get to the slow motion close-up play along. Easy stuff first. That when I say the easy stuff, what I really mean is how to play this the simpler version. Okay, first thing I'm going to tell you is the strum. There are 2 different strums I used. The first part I called a syncopated up strum because there were more ups than downs, which is unusual. Usually in Western music, we emphasize the first beat or the third beat, or you know, whether it's like a backbeat song or up front. But this one, it's kind of the offbeat. Here's the verse rather. Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane down, up, up, up. I can see the red tail lights. That's how I'm playing it. I mean, not that exaggerated, but that's how I'm playing it. Every time the chord changes, I'm emphasizing that, down. Always changes on a down. And I'm emphasizing that one. Daniel is traveling tonight. Right, all the other emphases are on the up strokes. But then the chorus changes. The chorus balances it more, where you do a down and then an up. Ooh, Daniel, my brother, you are down, up. Okay? And one other note on the strum. To make the down strokes fuller without playing them annoyingly loud like I just did, I changed the number of fingers I'm using. Most of the song, I'm just playing with my index finger, right? I play the whole song with my index finger. It works. But when I want to emphasize the downs, I use all 4 fingernails across the strings. Not at once, not like this. So you can only hear one. sort of sideways, so it takes some time for them to get across. You can hear 4 different strings. Well, I couldn't count them all, but you can hear multiple strokes across those strings. Makes for a fuller chord without having to be louder. So I don't actually change the position of my hand like that, but you can see I use all 4 of them in the downs to emphasize those. Okay, the only other thing I'm going to talk about as far as strumming is, yes, over and again, especially when I was doing the fingerstyle stuff, I emphasize the high strings more than the low ones. I'm playing a low G. It'll be the same for you if you have a high G tuning. I didn't rely on the low string for anything. I just liked the fuller sound. But when doing the fingerstyle, all of the melody, almost all of it's on the A string. That's really what I wanted to emphasize. So I'm really making sure that I play those strings loud, even if I might miss the low strings occasionally. It's just not that important. The important part is the melody. And now, okay, how about chord transitions? I'm going to jump into the verse. And you're going to do a simpler version of it. Here, I'll go over to the simple version, the second page. All right. If you start out with your pinky on the C in that verse, then your other 3 fingers are kind of hovering over the D minor, right? They're just waiting there to be used. So, Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. All right. But then you have to pick up all 3 of them again and switch to the G. Actually, the first 4, you have nothing in common as far as finger being on the right string. Oh, how about that? Oh, well. I can see the red tail lights. Here's your hardest chord transition, I would guess, because it goes to the hardest chord. If you're playing the easy version of this, that's probably your hardest chord, the E. I do it with an index finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string and then drop in the rest. And if you are beginner's beginner and you want an easier version, you could play an E7 instead. It's not quite right, but you can, and I won't tell on you. I won't mock you. I won't shame you. You can do that. If you just can't do the E, then go to the E7 instead. What is it? Heading for Spain. All right, so if you're doing this version, the E, the real E, then your middle finger there is at least on the right string. So you're going to slide it down for the A minor, and that's all. That's an easy transition. Then the F, all you do is drop a finger. But then from there, you have to go jump to the G again. All right. I think the only other thing I'm going to talk about as far as chord transitions is in the chorus. Again, you've got, if you're going back and forth between a pinky on the C and drop an F, your fingers hardly have to move if they're just like hovering over there, right? Ooh, Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Back and forth, back and forth. And then an A minor, which is just a partial F, and fill out the F. But then you have to switch everything around, big jump to the F minor. And I don't have a solution for that. It's just a big jump. Oh well, but at least you got to rest when you hang on that chord. I think I'm not going to talk about the chords anymore. I'm going to talk about the fingerstyle. All right, I'm going to do it chronologically through the piece, meaning starting with the intro. Remember I said it's the A string. I'm really all about the A string. That is where the melody is. And I'm starting out with this one. Right, that's the melody I wanted you to hear. I'm doing that while playing chords because I'm only messing with the A string, right? So I've got a C. That's the easiest one to start with because I don't even have to worry about the other strings, right? So... and then I'm dropping an F, but I'm still messing with the A string. And then it's still an F. Sorry. See, this is an F, so is this, and this, and this. It's just higher up the neck. So I'm barring the 5th fret and messing with the A string. Sorry. Jumping to an E shape, but it's on the 3rd fret. That makes it an F. And then I'm going to a G, but I'm still messing with the A string. So it's a G suspended 4th. And then way up And that's a G, right? Because again, G, 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 all the way up, barring the 7th fret. Oops, I did it wrong again. Finally, back down to the C, and I'm just dropping a C suspended 4th in there. All right, now in the middle, that F riff that I did. Sorry. If that's the only one you learn, you're at least going to be able to play that over and again throughout the song, because that happens at the end of each of the verses, also during the instrumental verse, and in the intro and the outro. So that part, you learn that, you'll be able to play it over and over again. All right, the interlude is just a variation on the opening C riff, right? Instead of ending up on an F, it's going right to the G. So it starts with the C. Right, so looks like must be the clouds in my eyes. Here it comes. And just ending on the G. All right. Now that instrumental verse. The outro is the same as the intro, just cut short a little bit. But the verse is, again, it's got a melody that I want you to hear. So that's the melody, right? But I'm doing it while playing chords at the same time. So this time I'm starting right out on the 7th fret. Again, it's a C. I'm starting out with a C. This is an instrumental version of the verse. That is to say, the chords are the same as in the verse. But in the easy version, just play the verse again. Don't worry about the leads. But if you want to play the leads, again, it's starting with a C, so I don't have to worry about the lower 3 strings. I'm just messing with the A string. I want to go all the way down to here, 2nd string, 3rd fret, so I have to lay my middle finger there while I'm still forming that C. And then I've got a D minor. I know it doesn't look like a D minor, but down here is a B minor, C, D. So it's a B minor shape all the way up on the 5th fret. And if you drop a pinky, it's still a D minor, and that's what I want to hear. Now that's a G, believe it or not. The first one is a G7, and I already have the D minor here. So all I'm doing is I'm dropping my ring finger to bar it, and then dropping my pinky to make it the 7th. And then I form basically an E shape up on the 5th fret, makes it a G. And now I couldn't figure a way to fingerstyle it over there, so I'm just playing the 3 of the strings of the chord. Right? The 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings as I'm forming it. And then there's the funnest part of the song. Oh, so I didn't I screwed it up. Right? I wanted to hear this. Sorry. And you can do that while forming the E. So I've got my index finger barring it, and I don't actually have to move my hand very much. I'm just messing with the A string again. And drop down to an A minor, but it's a 2nd position A minor, because I'm still messing with the A string, 3rd fret. So 3rd and then the 5th. F. Finally, it's just an F. But I'm going to take that F and put it all the way up here. Yes, this is an F2, 8th fret. So that highest chord in the song, that's a B flat shape up on the A fret, 8th fret rather, with my pinky up on the 12th. Okay, and then I'm back to a and that's almost the end. Back to the F riff. Which is the way the verse normally ends. And that's it. I think I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to go now with that slow motion close-up play along that I've been promising for so long. All right. It's going to be in slow motion, and you can play any version you want. You can just play the chords if you want. Or you can try to come in with all the fingerstyle. I'm going to play clear through the instrumental verse. Or, yeah. Here it goes now. 5, 6, 7, slow motion. Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red taillights heading for Spain. Oh, and I can see Daniel waving goodbye. God, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. They say Spain is pretty, though I've never been. Well, Daniel says it's the best place he's ever seen. Oh, and he should know he's been there enough. Lord, I miss Daniel. Oh, I miss him so much. Oh, Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of the scars that won't heal? Your eyes have died, but you see more than I. Daniel, you're a star in the face of the sky. That's it. See you Wednesday.